hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Detroit Lions. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now gone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Osborne. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, Osborne. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Fighting through at the 25. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot down.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At their own 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Osborne. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed him.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. Osborne going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. This one swung out to Williams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run here with Swift. Broken tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Off the play fake. Osborne. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Osborne. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw on 3rd down. Osborne. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Jets 10.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shot by Kelsey. Able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Open man here is Benson. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Osborne. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
He's going to look deep for more. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jets 10. Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Off play action. Osborne. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
51, Mike 51. Go. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Osborne flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, Osborne. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. first carry for James Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the gun on third down. Osborne, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Jets. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On first down, Osborne. And this will be swung out here for Conner. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Osborne. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Osborne. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A play fake for Swift, now Goff. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Denzel Mims as time expires in the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon in charge.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Play action. It's gone. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Osborne. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
Off the play fake. Osborne. They'll roll him out right. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Squish, double. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Operating from the gun. Osborne. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Osborne.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Jets 1st down.
Barkley. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Off play action. Osborne feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. Osborne. This is caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. That's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now gone. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching.
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a give right side Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Osborne. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Osborne. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Aleem McNeil
able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Osborne. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a
and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Osborne. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And the return will stop right around the 25. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that